Check it out, folks. This chopped cheese right here is killing all the other sandwiches. Let's get it. Okay, look, so check it out. While I'm bringing my griddle up to, temp right now, listen, I got 2 zones. You know what, I'm gonna use this side as a, as my, low temp, and this side over here, this will be where I'm gonna do all of the, the beef and get that going. Now, if you guys come right here, check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this prep that I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I guess I can leave this on there. All I'm getting ready to do now is just shred down some lettuce. Cause listen, chopped cheese has it. Now, if you notice in this video right here, I didn't really get into all of those ingredients. I'll just talk about them as I'm doing them. You know what I mean? So we can get right into it. But this right here is gonna be it. You see how thin I did them? They kind of like just work themselves out. You guys can cut them down a little bit more if you would like. But this, we'll just put this on here. Okay, so obviously you just saw me shred this down, right? Now, my griddle, listen, my griddle, anytime you guys could be using cast iron or whatever. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but listen, once it starts to smoke just a little bit, that tells me it's about ready, right? So right here, I got 80-20. This is normally what I cook with, you know what I mean? And I like to just make a couple of little decent sized patties, you know what I mean? So this right here felt like almost like a half a pound, really. You guys, this would be good for me. You know what I mean? I like this ratio. A lot of times when it comes to the cheese, I like to use this American, like that, that Kraft, cheese, but that's what they use, right? When you say chopped cheese, it got to be something like that, right? So I'm gonna make this ball. I'm gonna make another one that just match with that, right? They feel about right. I know some people be getting all scientific and going ahead and, weighing them and all of that. You ain't got to do that. Listen, when you go to the bodegas and all of that, when you're in New York, they got them already ready, or they just, prep them like this. Keep them super easy to make and simple, right? Now, I'm gonna form this into a patty, because listen, we want to get some of that crust on the bottom. That's gonna be key, just like how we do when we go ahead and do, what is that? When we do the smash burgers, right? So you see that right there? That's good. Get a little coverage. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Now, I've already diced down my onions. I'm gonna go ahead and get them, bring them back out here to the party, and then we finna put these on all together. But that right there is what you're looking for. Boom. And look, this is one of them videos, you guys know my slogan is, I'm not gonna over talk it. I just want to get right to it and just show you. Once you got these together, right? Check it out what I'm gonna do. It's real simple. And again, you guys seeing me work outside on my griddle. Now you know you can make these inside, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it right there. Put it right there. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a smash. I know I'm using my hands, folks. I got the spatulas right here. And I'm finna bring the onions into the party too. I just put some of these here so they'll be on the griddle, along with it, just so they can get a little bit of the color also, right? Doesn't make no difference. Now, I know you might be looking at it and say, hey, he didn't season. Check this out, folks. Okay, folks, so now you guys are getting a chance to see my A and B for my Level Up series, right? Listen, there's no coincidence that this is the A, B. This is smoking and grilling with AB. So now you guys got it, right? So listen, for my heavier meats, I use this, but the flavor profile on this right here is gonna be like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit of this, here on top. And for those of you guys that don't have this, all you gotta do is, use a seasoning salt or something like that. That'll do it for you. But you asked me, you want it to be over the top, want it to be leveled up, this is it right here. And I'll put all of the information down in the #1 comment and in the description box. Okay, folks, look, now it's about that time to go ahead and give it a flip. I'm looking at my onions and I'm looking at, oh my goodness, folks. Now I saved some onions, which I probably should have said that. You know why I saved the onions? Because I like to have a little bit more texture. These are gonna be soft, nice and grilled. You know what I mean? Oh, and just the fact that, check it out. Did you see that I had put some of the seasoning on the onions too? That right there, that does it too. So let's just go ahead and get under it. Let's give it a flip. You see that right there? That's that money, folks. Then we'll just put it right there. That's what you pay for right there. Now I'm gonna go a little bit more. You know what I mean? We're not gonna try to put no complete crust on there like these. You know what I mean? Now check this out. This is where I separate mine from everybody else's. These is grilled and got all of the flavor, but I like to have a little bit of that ooey in it. Like when I say that, I mean like some of the texture, right? So like I said, I save some back. I just go ahead and add them this way because I don't want them to be all the way soft. Now the bun, bread, whatever you guys want to call it, sub sandwich, hoagie, whatever. Look, we want to go ahead and get this, get this toasted, right? So I'm just gonna cut this just a little bit more so that I can get it like this, right? I just want to be able to open it. It's probably gonna tear anyway, but here's the trick. We're getting ready to start browning, right? If you've been watching me for a minute, I know you guys already know mayo is the way to go. For you guys that can't like get no visual, please try it and then come back to the channel and let me know what you think. Mayo and bread to me is much, much better than the butter. Thought I would never ever say this, but after I had found out about it and started doing it, oh my goodness, right? So got this, right? Now follow me over here. So remember I told you my zones, right? This right here is low heat. So mayo, put that on there like that. Put these on and we'll get them going. Now we finna transition back to the meat, folks. All right, so I just like to put my hand on them, make sure you can feel them too. When you put them down there, they start sizzling up. Now we come back over here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just start breaking this up, just like you see, right? And now I'm getting ready to reduce my heat to low over here. So listen, they basically cooked. Remember we use 80-20, so it's still nice and fat, fat content, right? Don't forget we put them onions in there. Oh, this is it, folks. If you guys don't know nothing about this, I promise you're gonna come back. And then if you look right here, I gotta show you the money. That's the money. Look at that crust. That's it. Then we seasoned it. I'm gonna hit it one more time with my seasoning on there. You know what I mean? Okay, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at these. Oh, that one can go a little bit more. That one, I'll take this one off. All right, let's look at this one. Oh, yeah. All right, so now for the cheese part, right? I think normally they put like 3 slices of cheese. I like cheese, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and just do 4, Now for the tomatoes, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cut these down. You know what I mean? We'll set that off to the side. I'm gonna cut these a little bit on the thin side. Well, I'm gonna try to anyway. But you can see these are nice and juicy, Oh yeah. Look at that right there, folks. You just want to saw. I hope you guys like my knife. When I saw it, I just had to have it. This is what they call a tomato knife. Little small serrades on it. You know what I mean? You can fit it as you just bring it across like that. Look at that right there. Talking about food porn. See that right there? Now it's time to give this a mix, right? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You guys can see that cheese. And you know what? It's nice and hot. It's a nice hot day too. But your grill will be that way. If you want to add another slice of cheese and get that going, because I like mine to be really, really cheesy. When I want to say New York did something and made something that's like fire, this is it. I'm gonna add 1 more, maybe 2 more slices. You know what I mean? You guys do it how you want to. But after that, we're gonna take it off. All right, check it out, folks. We're gonna go ahead and take this one, and then we're finna go ahead and just get this assembled. You see this? So when I say chopped cheese, this is what I mean. Look at all that cheese right there. Remember, I got everything off. That's just residual heat from the griddle, right? Oh man. Then you can see that crust. You can see them onions. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take something like this, and this is it. Whew. My goodness. Now we're gonna have a challenge getting this closed, but you see that? You see that right there? Let me go ahead and cue that music. Ooh wee. All right, so look, we gotta get this down a little bit. I'm trying not to go ahead and get this separated, you know what I mean? Because I won't want to close it, right? So if we have it like this, now we can go ahead and put these in like that. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut these in half like this. Stay with me, folks. You know what I mean? Me always trying to do something a little extra. Just want to be able to see the tomato on there. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of this lettuce. And I'm gonna make this one like this, right? And then I want you guys to talk to me down in the comment section below and tell me what you think. Now I got it. It's gonna be a little bit on the hard side to close, but I got a solution for that. You check this out, because I got another piece of bread that got more room than a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. Now, check it out, folks. I got the best job, right? Because I come off of the griddle after I moved everything over. I left a little bit on there. You know what? I've been eating some of that chopped cheese. And I can tell you this, listen, what the flavor come from is, listen, it's 2 things. It's the crust, because we put that seasoning on it, and it's that seasoning that gives it that char, that enhances the crust on the, on the meat. Listen, I'm not gonna over talk it. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this down here just like this. You know what I mean? You guys take a look at that right there, and I'm gonna turn this over like this. You know what I mean? So you guys can see it, and we finna grub, folks. Cheers. Okay, folks, when I said hold up for a minute, I just wanted to wipe my mouth, but look, I couldn't help it. I had to go ahead and take one down myself. Now, there's people behind this camera right now chomping at the bit, telling me to hurry up so that I can get on here and make some more. I got plenty more of these to make. Now, let me just say this. Listen, I want you to get a visual in your brain, right? So this is what we're gonna work with. Don't forget, we toasted the bun, right? We used the mayo. So some of y'all might have been thinking like, hey, he didn't put nothing else on there. You already got the buttery, crusty, bread, right? So then when you come over the top with a well-seasoned, the crust that's on the beef. Come on, talk to me, man. If this ain't chopped cheese, I don't know what is. Super simple, fast to make. Those of you guys, if you ain't got no griddle, don't trip. We all got cast iron. If we ain't got that, we got some kind of pan because we've been cooking at the house. Now, I want you guys to let me know down in the description box, down in the comment section below, and let's open up the dialogue and let's talk about these. Now, with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, I think I'm finna claim this one and make them fight over that one. I'm out.